I'm now going to present you a watch that probably was, to me, the biggest surprise of 2020 so far in the field of wristwatches. Why is it the biggest surprise to me? Well, in all modesty, once you've sold tens and tens of thousands of watches, you think you've seen it all. But that keeps me waking up every morning because I know there's still so many surprises out there and watches to be discovered. And this watch here is exactly such a case. It's reference 2494 from 1954, a watch that when you see it with a silver dial, what shall I say? It's probably so discreet that you barely even look at it. And then comes along an example that I believe is unique with a blue translucent enamel dial. When you see something that you've never seen before, you probably first dismiss it until you check with the Patek Philippe archives and they confirm the blue translucent enamel dial. When we studied the watch up close, we found out that right here at the bottom at 6 o'clock, underneath the bezel, hardly visible even from a front view, so you have to have an angle looking into the dial, it says Fab Suisse, meaning made in Switzerland, of course, a designation correct for the period that the watch was intended for the French market. Exported to France, and at the time, the French, as many other authorities, were extremely disciplined when it came to hallmarking watches. In fact, have a look at the Caseback. You see the hibou, the owl, the gold stamp for French gold imported goods from abroad, but you also see the importer's mark, and that is Guillermin, France's most prestigious, most important importer of Patek Philippe at the time. So let's put the puzzle together. You've got a probably unique watch. Why didn't we see anything like it over the last 30 or 40 years of international auctions? With a color that is so typical for France. The French royal blue, or the bleu de France in a lighter shade used for racing cars at the same time. French hallmarks, the Fab Suisse on the dial. It can only let us to dream and speculate who the original owner might have been, maybe associated to the French authorities, maybe even the president, or a member of a French royal family. It is amongst the most striking time-only wristwatches by Patek Philippe I've ever come across. I wonder if we ever see another one in a different color, but I doubt it. And I'm really, really pleased that this watch is coming up in our upcoming Geneva auction.